Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This video we're going to talk about how to search for data that we created. So, when we created the add new records, we were adding data and we created this inventory right here. So we're going to talk about how to do a search on that inventory. So first thing I'm going to do is come over here, create a new file. What are we going to call it? Yes, you're right. Wine inventory search.py. Alright, so let's get started. This program is going to allow us to search the file name that we choose for records matching description, whatever. Okay. All right. So this video right here is going to allow us to search for the file name that we're looking for. So let me get back to normal here. All right. So let's see. The first thing we want to do is create our main area. So we have, let's go down here and do def main, and we're going to create a boolean value. So we want to use this as our flag, kind of like we use in the loops. We use the y. So we're going to say found equals false. So actually, let me change. I don't like that. Item located equals false. We'll keep it. Make it more sensible. Get the search value. So we'll do search equals input. We'll put enter a description to search for. All right, now we need to open the text file name. So we'll call open file equals open, and then let's see here, we could do a couple things. Let's just in this case we could hard code it, or we could actually input the value, but in this case I'm going to hard code it because we know our file name is called wine inventory.txt. So you could hard code it. You could actually even create a value somewhere and just have it stored there, but in this case I'll just put it here, R for read. This is just an example. Next thing we want to do is read the first record's description field. So we'll do description equals open file, and it'll be you know what, instead of open file, I don't like open file, let's call it wine file, because that's what it is. And we'll change this to wine file. There we go, because we're talking about what type of file it is. Okay, it makes sense to do something along that line. So it's got file equals open inventory. Now we want to do dot read line. There it is, read line. So we want to read a line. All right, now we want to read the remainder of the file. Okay, so we want to do a while, and we want to put description, because we're using that description value up there. We're going to say while the description doesn't equal blank blank. So we're saying whether it doesn't equal blank blank, then we're going to keep going on with it. What we want to do is read the quantity field. So let's go back to our program over here real quick and see what we had. So we had type, description, and quantity. Okay, so let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's just start off with this. Quantity will be the number, and we'll go from there. Read it, we'll do quantity equals float, name of the file, wine inventory dot text. That's not gonna work. So wine inventory. You know what? My bad. We want to do wine file read line. There we go. So we'll read that line. Now what we want to do is we want to strip the /n from the description. So remember what we talked about in class? We talked about creating a like a web crawler to crawl a website. This is kind of in a sense what you're doing. Well, you're not doing that in a sense, but you're going down and massaging data. And that's what we're doing, massaging right now. We're removing some stuff. So we're going to call it description because that's in our description. That's our while loop. We'll say description equals description dot rstrip. Rstrip means to strip. Hold on, click on that right there. That allows us to strip values out that we're looking for. So what we'll do is we're saying, hey, let's find anything that has this value right here. And what we're going to do, we're going to wipe it out. So that's what it's doing. It's looking for that value and it's wiping it out. All right. Now, we need to determine if the record matches. So we'll say if description equals search, and we'll do print description, and then whatever that value is, and then we'll also print other values that we have in there. So I think we had quantity. Let's see here, quantity. Okay. And then we also had another one. What else do we have on there? We had type. So we need to have type on there as well. But do we need to write what type? Huh. Let's just do this for now and then we'll add to it. Alright, so we're printing that. Now we need to set the found flag to true. So I think we said item located. So we do item located equals true. All right, there we go. If it's found, then it's going to change that value up here that we have to false. We're going to change it to true now. Okay. All right, now let's see. Now we need to read the next thing that we need to do is read the next description, close the file, and so forth. So let's see if this is going to work. All right. Read next description, and then we'll do description equals wine file dot readline. Perfect. All right. Now we need to close the file like we've been doing. We'll do wine file dot close. Now we need to say if the search value was not found in the file, display a message. So if not found, do this. So we're going to say if not found, colon, print, we say the item was not located in the file. And then the last but is the least thing that we need to do is we need to call the function. So call the function. I have a problem. I see it right now. Main. Oh, not that. If not found, it's not what it is. Items located. All right. So now let's see if this bad boy works. That false doesn't like that for some reason. You know why? Look at this here. I have an underscore, so it's very picky. It needs to be uppercase, so it knows what to do with it. See, it knows what to do with that. Underscore or under lowercase doesn't. So let's click run. What are you looking for? Well, let's go to our inventory. Well, let's say that we're looking for a Pinot Noir. Let's see if I could find it. So I'll come down here. Oops. I guess I can't. I'll put Pinot Noir. Enter. All right. Could not find it. Why? Did not find it. So it blew up somewhere. It says could not convert string. Okay, to float. So it's trying to convert this to a float, the Cabernet Franc. Let's see why. What did I mess up on? Okay, so it didn't like that. I think what we need to do is change something around here. So we have quantity. What we need to do is we need to make this type instead, because that's what we searched on, and we can't do a float there. So let's take this out. All right, so let's try this and see if this works. All right, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a Pinot Noir. Hit enter. All right, what didn't it like? What did I do wrong? Alrighty, what did I do? Oh, okay. So here's the thing. It's looking for quantity. I called it type instead of quantity, so we need to change something around here. 1 second. Let me figure out what I did wrong. While description type equals that description. Oh, so it's looking for type down here. So let's do type. And let's put a type. Now let's try it. Let's try this Pinot again. Ah, I think it might have worked. Look at that, beautiful. Pinot Noir 12. So let's see something here. So found the Pinot 12. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look for, let's see here, Chardonnay. I probably spelled it wrong. Let's do the Pinot Gris. So now, let's run this bad boy again. Let me just enter Pinot and see what happens. See, we don't have a wildcard search. Item is not located because it's looking for an exact answer. So there's ways that we can actually do this to do a wildcard, but we didn't talk about that. So that's another. There you go, Pinot. We have a Pinot with a semi-sweet on file. So what this search does allows us to search the inventory of what we've already created. So we've learned how to add new records. We've learned how to display records. We've learned how to catch exceptions with records. Now we've learned how to search records. If you have any questions, please message me on YouTube, or you have my email at the college's email. Email me there. Thanks a lot for listening, and have a good day.